Hello friends, welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is Rahul, and today we are going to see uh, what are the features and all about the car switch. Right, as you can see on the screen here, you can see the car switch is there, but this is the small device of the car, but we don't know even how its working principle, right? And as if you are a mechanical and electrical engineer, so this is very helpful video to you, because during design these things are required, right? So as I am doing as a electromechanical, so uh, today we will cover these things. In the next window I have some index and some just like introduction about the car switch, and what is the car switch first of all, and work process of the car switch, then what is the ignition coil, and what is the relation to this car switch of ignition coil, construction of ignition coil, and the next topic working of ignition coil, and the next topic wire diagrams of the switch in car, right? In short, we can say all about the car switch, right, from starting to not end process, but some little in deep we will see. In the next slide we can see I have covered the theoretical part. Simultaneously also I have attached the images so that you can understand very well. The physical picture, graphical pictures are there, so you will get the concept in deep. Now what is the car switch basically, right? So here you can see it is located on the steering wheel, on the column or dash area, right? Means in car, for making car on we required switch, right? It is located on the dashboard or the nearby steering column. As you can see here, I have cursor, and in this image I have attached here this person is switching his key like this. Okay, so the switch is the key to getting your car to start, right? And next the key is inserted to let you turn the switch from off to on accessory and start. After switching on this car key, different accessory is getting on. First of all, main thing is that first of all it is get unlocked from the steering, right? Because the key is always used. Main purpose of the key is to lock and unlock basically. Now next, to on the all car accessories, and next to get start the engine, right? This is just short intro to car switch. Now let's move towards in the next slide. Actually I have total near about 27 to 30 slides on this. Okay, so we will see one by one slide. Okay, now in this slide you can see in this slide work process of the car switch. In the image you can see lock, ACC, on and start, right? So here is the what you can say, once we insert the car switch in the car, and whenever it is on the lock mode, so the car steering is locked, right? When we switch this car to ACC means accessory, that time all the accessory just like door locks, some lights of the car, radio system of the car, some parts are activated, some harness parts are activated, or we can say current flow started through some accessories, right? Next, in the on, when we move or rotate our key in third position in the on, at that time what you can say, the current is passed to the starter, right? And then next last is the start. in the start mode, car engine gets started, right? So this is very easy to say, but for getting understanding purpose, I have added some other images. In the next slides you will get all the scenario, how it's working, what is the accessory, what is the on, and what is the start, right? How directly engine gets started, and how ignition, what is the relation between the ignition and the switch. Okay, so in the what we can say, yeah, component of the starting system, ignition switch allows driver to distribute electrical current where needed. Generally 5 position, means generally 5 positions are assumed. Here in this image you can see 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here 4 positions are used. In the first position there is a lock, all circuits are open, no current supplied, steering wheel in lock position. Means initially the key is in the lock state. At that time no current is flowing through any circuit or any harnesses through the car, right? And steering wheel in lock position, steering is locked at this position. Okay, now next, in the next slide, in the second stage, off means all circuits are open but the steering wheel can be turned and key cannot removed. It means that when you turn your switch in the second time, then it is in off condition. It means all circuits are open. Here what you can say, all the circuits which are connected to the key are in open state. It means there is no flow of the current, there is no closed connection in there, but the steering wheel can be turned. It means in first move we only unlock the steering, right? And this is the second off condition. Now in third condition, run, all circuits except the start circuit are closed, current is allowed to pass through, current is supposed to all but the starter not. This sentence mean when we turn the key, our car key, next time, then what you can say, all the circuits except the start circuit, all the circuit, it means all the accessories, different types of lights, door locks, radio system, music systems, some features are activated, or we can say the current flow started, but that current is not directly supplied to the starter system of the engine, right? Now next, when you turn to the last start, that time power is supplied to the ignition circuit and the starter motor only. Okay, now third time when you turn your key in third stage, then power is supplied to only ignition circuit and the starter motor only, right? Now in the next slide we'll see what is the ignition coil. Now you can be hearing this word lots of in this when I started video. So what is the meaning of this ignition coil? Firstly, it is very important to understand what is the ignition coil actually. So first sentence, now here in the after this theory the graphical images will be there and some diagrams will be there, we'll see one by one. Okay, the ignition coil located on the engine, this component also communicates with the computer to create the power to make the engine run. The ignition coil, it is one type of component which is located on the engine. Actually it is installed top side of the engine. You can see in your car there is a ignition coil according to cylinder, number of ignition coils are there, right? And it is used to communicate with the computer. Means these ignition coils are connected to the ECU by using the wire harnesses to create power to make the engine run, and power is supplied through these wire harnesses to the ignition coil, right? We have one images to understand this concept. In the next slide we'll see. Once the ignition switch is prompted, by the key or push of a button. It activates the voltage from the battery to the ignition coil to produce the engine spark, right? Means in engine the spark is produced by using this ignition coil and using the voltage of the battery. Actually high voltage is used there. Now next sentence, the engine spark from the coil or coil is directed to the spark plug to ignite the fuel to make the vehicle run, right? The engine spark from the coil, the spark is created for getting igniting the fuel which is injected into the engine, right? Now on which principle engine works? Engine takes input as a fuel like diesel and petrols, and actually four stroke cycle are happen, just like engine take diesel or petrol as a intake, and after that when piston starts reciprocating, right? Once starter motor started, that time what happen, piston starts reciprocating motion, up and down motion. That time intake and outtake faults also opening and closing, right? So for that diesel getting ignited during compression stroke. Okay, first of all intake of the diesel is there in the engine. After that after intake there is a compression stroke, means that diesel is compressed inside the cylinder or the piston, right? Means cylinder and piston. And in the third stage that compressed diesel is getting ignited due to the high compression and the spark creation. And in the third stage there is a exhaust stroke, means cylinder what we can say, the piston is getting backside due to the what we can say, during compression and explosion, there is explosion happen in the engine cylinder, due to that motions created, right? And what we can say, yeah, then kinetic energy is produced by using this diesel. Okay, so there is required to have a diesel and which is compressed inside the engine, but for igniting that diesel we required to give a little spark. So from this concept this ignition coil comes in the terms, just like we require one device which will ignite the diesel, so ignition coil is used for that, right? Now next, ignition coils take 12 battery voltage. Yeah, in electric vehicle mostly 12 volt battery is used, and ignition coils also operate. But okay, and similar to a transformer which boosts the power to about 30,000 volts. For working of the ignition coil we require 30,000 volts, or to produce a spark we require 30,000 volts. So how to create that one? We have only 12 volt battery, so that concept I will explain in the next slide. In the next slide, yeah, here you can see this is the device, this is called as ignition coil. Now here you can see at the top side, here is the matting side of the connector. These are the terminals. This is the 3 terminal ignition coil, this is the 4 terminal ignition coil, right? From this wire is getting connected through the connector, right? And these wires are further connected directly, not directly but indirectly to the ECU, right? And the spark is created from this bottom side, as I am highlighting this my cursor here. So this from bottom side spark is created inside the engine. Okay, these are 3 different types of ignition coils. Now in the next window we'll see some construction or cut section of the ignition coil. how ignition coil produce the spark, right? So here you can see, here is the secondary spool, here is the primary conductor, right? Here is the, this is the casing, outer black color, this is the casing. Okay, here different springs are used. Okay, HV terminal head is there. Okay, so this is just one type of construction, right? But for understanding principle, I have another image also, so that you can get understand easily, right? Now here you can, I want to convey to you that in this picture, hopefully you can see my cursor on the screen. At the left hand bottom side, here you can see, here is the engine section is shown there. This is the 4-stroke engine, 1 2 3 4 4 cylinder are there, 4 pistons are there, right, on this crankshaft. Now below there, at this top of this piston, you can see there is a ignition coil. This is the ignition coil. Total 4 ignition coils are used. And the why reason why total 4 ignition coils are used, because itself a diesel engine have 4-stroke engine, 6-stroke engine, whatever the, sorry, not stroke, cylinder, 4-stroke engine, 6-stroke, 4-cylinder engine and 6-cylinder engine, right? It means you can see in the car, you can mostly observe the engine having different cylinder over here. Now as like this is the 1 2 3 and 4 cylinder engine. Okay, so that's why we required the 4 ignition coil. This is the first, second, third and fourth ignition coil. Okay, and the spark is created at this tip of this ignition coil, and these 4 ignition coils are connected to the distributor. And what is the purpose of distributor? Distributor distributes the what you can say, the current supply one by one. Okay, because this provide one by one supply to this ignition coil. That's what the, what you can say, combustion cycle happen in the cylinder, because in this engine, not at the not at time all the cylinder are getting combusted. One firing order is there, actually a firing order term is there. It means at a time 2 cylinder explosion is created by using this ignition coil. Okay, just assume for now, in first case, these 2 cylinder, between 2 the cylinder explosion is happened, right? That time either side of piston, means this left hand side, sorry, right hand side and left hand side, these are at the top side and these both are at the bottom side, right, like this. So for getting happen this situation, the distributor is used, right? Now what I can say now, yeah, this is just the cut section of this ignition coil. You can see this is the casing, and actually the coils are used, or one type of transformer is used over there, and magnetic flux concept is used there, and capacitor is also play one main role in ignition coil. How, we'll see in the next slide. Okay, now here you can see this is the battery which is connected to the ground, and this is the positive connection of the battery which is connected to this ignition coil. Okay, so this is the main ignition coil which produces high voltage for producing the spark. Now this is the 4 spark plug, first, second, third and fourth. Now and these 4 spark plugs are connected to this distributor. Okay, this works as a distributor, means it provides the current at a time any 2 of the coil, right? In first stage it will provide current to the first between 2 this coil, and in the second stage it will provide the current to the this spark plug and this spark plug. And what is the function now? This work as a transformer. This has a primary coil and secondary coil. Okay, and this is called as ignition coil. And this, due to this all the operation happen. Now this battery is of 12 volt. Now how we will create 30,000 volt in this ignition coil, right? Because to get sparked here, we require to create 30,000 of volt in this by using this coil. Okay, now if you see this construction properly, here is the primary coil, this is the primary coil, and inside that there is a secondary coil. In primary coil there is a less number of turns of coil, and in the second coil there are large number of turns of the coil. It means during when this 12 volt is passed, that time magnetic flux is created around this coil. And in the next slide they have shown the capacitor is used. What is the purpose of capacitor? It store the charges, it work as a short term battery like this. Okay, so that time when circuit is completed, means this current is passed, that time magnetic flux is created, and magnetic flux is changed by just disconnecting that connection. That time back EMF is created, and that time the capacitor is getting charged and high voltage is created around the inside of the coil, and due to that the spark is created here. Okay, now here you can see battery ignition coil, high voltage coil wire. At first number there is a battery, second ignition coil, second number, where is the second number? This is the ignition coil. At third number high voltage coil wire is there, third number is there, this is the high voltage coil wire. And fourth number there is a distributor, and fifth number timing pickup sensor is there. This is the timing pickup sensor. What is the purpose of a timing pickup sensor? To match the firing order, for that purpose. And signal generator, 6 number, where is, this is the 6 number, this is the signal generator. And 7 number distributor cap, and this is the distributor cap. 8 number there is a rotor, this is the rotor. And 9 number high voltage spark plug wire, these are the spark plug wire. And at the 10 number spark plugs, these are the spark plugs. Okay, hope you have at least getting the 50% of this content. Now in the next slide we are going to go into deep, so that you will I think lots of queries you will get resolved in this video, I think. Okay, because I have gathered lots of data regarding this. In the next slide we can see ignition coil location. Now this is the whole engine. Okay, as I told you, this is the ignition coil, this is the first ignition coil, this is the second, third and fourth. Okay, for 4 cylinder. And now here is the spark plug. Here you can see as arrow, this is indicated by this is the spark plug. Actually, where is my cursor? Yeah, here is the cursor. And relay, just aside of that spark plug there is a these 2 wall are shown, first one and second one. One is for intake valve and other is for exhaust valve. Okay, so like this, these ignition coils are installed on the engine and at exactly center. Okay, and yeah, here this is the piston. And when I will just shortly explain you, just assume this is the intake. Actually this is the intake of that. From here the diesel is injected from this side, one side is inlet, this as inlet, and this diesel is inserted into this cylindrical portion, right? And that time, and the exact time when starter motor started and it started to rotate the engine, that time this piston start reciprocating up and down motion, right? Now the piston is at top side, when piston is going to down side, there will be a gap created, that time intake diesel is inserted here, right? Next is the compression stroke. How compression happen? When piston is going to downside, some amount of diesel is filled in this cylindrical portion, and then when piston is coming upside, there will be the compression, right, of the there is a compression of the diesel. And that time when compression is going on, that time this spark plug work started. Spark plug gives the spark, and this compression, what you can say, in the molecule, the heat is also increased, and what you can say, it directly start to burn, or there will be a high heat generation or explosion happen, right. And that time, due to that sorry, due to that explosion, this piston goes to downside, and up and down of the piston started, means reciprocating motion started, and the same time engine get started to run. Okay, so this is the basic phenomenon. And now in the next window we'll see the cross section or cut section view of the ignition coil and what is the construction. Now in the ignition coil, at the center you can see output terminal. This is the output terminal, okay, and from this wire is connected to directly spark plug for producing the spark. Okay, and how the spark is created? Yeah, output terminal is there, because high voltage is created at output terminal. This is the output terminal, and this output terminal is attached the secondary coil, and secondary coil has large number of copper windings as compared to primary coil. This is the primary coil. Primary coil is having less number of coils, right. This is the iron core. Between this there is iron core. This is the primary terminal, this is the primary terminal, right. Now the 12-volt battery voltage is supplied to this primary coil, and that time magnetic flux is created due to this round number of turns of copper coils, and then magnetic flux created, and that time suddenly the, what you can say, the connection is connected to the spark plug, right, and distributor. When distributor provide this current to this primary coil, and suddenly it is get disconnected, means 12 volt supplied and again disconnected, not supplied. That time back EMF is created, and that is supplied to the, or what we can say, that is accepted by the capacitor, and capacitor store that charge, right. And that time magnetic flux change happen here, and from this iron core output terminal, the forcefully, what you can say, actually the high voltage is created, force electrons are there, right, due to the they have used the capacitor over there. And capacitor, where is the capacitor? In the next slide I will show you where they have used the capacitor. Okay, but in the next slide we'll see. Yeah, in this slide here you can see engine. These 4 ignition coils are here, first, second, third and fourth, and how the connector are connected here. This is the first connector, second connector, third connector and fourth connector for connecting this ignition coil, and these are the wire harnesses. Okay, yeah, black color, these are wire harnesses. Now in the next slide we'll see ignition coil function. Now in this in this diagram you will understand definitely. Hey Pradeep, hey. Okay, sorry for disturbance actually. Now here is a battery. Okay, this is grounded, this is the positive terminal. Now when, and here they have shown the car key switch, ignition switch we can say, right. When ignition switch turn on, okay, actually my cursor is creating some trouble. Okay, now you can see here is the ignition coil. Okay, from positive battery they have connected a ballast resistor, and next one terminal 12 volt is connected to this ignition coil, which is outer coil of this what you can say, ignition coil, and next this coil is started wounding to this ignition coil, okay, and exit out to the capacitor side, and then to the contact breaker. Contact breaker means that as we seen in previous slide of a distributor they have used. So distributor means contact breaker, right? So this 12 volt battery started from here and getting connected to ignition coil to this side. Outer coil is wounded like this and then exit out to this side and getting connected to the capacitor and to the contact breaker means distributor, supply distributor, okay. And next this between coil there is inside coil which having number of turns, that is connected to the directly distributor end, okay. And then okay, when this distributor started working and how the distributor work this has one, what we can say, rotating needle, and this rotate clockwise, first number, second number, third and fourth. They have give the name to the spark plug, first, second, third and fourth. Now how the firing order will be happen. Now this is rotating clockwise means now this is on the first coil, it means spark is created at the first coil. Here this is the line, here you can see the spark is created inside the engine by using the spark plug, okay. Now secondly it's moved toward third coil, okay, means firing order like this 1 3 4 2 at a time. Now this move toward this third cylinder or third spark plug, this is the third one, okay. Now this is fired, and now nextly just instant after first the third cylinder this will get spark, then fourth and then second spark plug, okay. So this is the cycle or we can say firing order of the diesel engine. By using the distributor provide the currents to get spark to the spark plug. Now next, in the next slide we'll see ignition coil function. Now here is some basic in shortcut way they have tried to show. Here is the battery positive and ignition switch is there. After ignition switch is closed, then the current is passed to the ignition coil. I just explained this right now, the deep concept of the ignition coil. Now then this connection is out, it is provided to the contact breaker here, and then on the contact breaker there is a distributor, okay. This device itself called as contact breaker, and distributor is installed just over on top side of the contact breaker, right. So this connection is brought to contact breaker. Then here there is a distributor, supply distributed to each and every spark plug. Here they have shown only one spark plug, and spark is created between here this portion, okay. Now in the next slide, okay, here is the ignition coil function. I got some information, just like here is the schematic as I show you. Power is supplied from this side, there is the coil, and this coil is getting out to this side and the capacitor is attached here, okay. And this is some pictures of that, inside pictures of that ignition coil. Here is the inside rotor, this is the inside rotor, this is the coil, okay. Now on primary terminal, as I told you, on primary terminal on the coil gate system power, right, means 12 volt battery power, and the other terminal is connected in series with the capacitor, okay, to ground return in the distributor, okay. Means or to other end they have installed only one capacitor in between the path to ground return in the distributor. Additionally, the contact point in the distributor parallel the capacitor to complete the ground return when points are closed. Means we will see in the next. The ignition coil is transformer. Ignition coil, we can say it work as a transformer, means it's work like a step up transformer with about 100:1 ratio between secondary and primary winding. The output voltage will be 100 times greater than the input voltage, right? We have provided 12 volt battery supply, so it will be the 100 times of the input voltage. The initially 300 volt spike in the primary winding, right? Initially 300 volt is created, and in the primary winding will drive an output in the secondary winding up to 30,000 volts. In primary winding, how much is created, right? By using the, we have also used the capacitor over there, right? As they have said, the output voltage will be 100 times the greater than the input voltage, because there is a transformer. Ignition coil is a transformer with about 100:1 between secondary and primary coil. So we have converted that 12 volt into 300 volt. But next, during what we can say, in the secondary winding functioning, it's converted to 30,000 volts. The output current going to the spark plug will likewise ring in harmony with the input current, for as long as the output voltage is high enough for current to jump the spark gap under compression. Assuming the initial spark ignites the fuel air mixture, right? As I told you, when the spark started to ignite, when the spark is there in the spark plug, then the diesel is getting ignited in the during combustion stroke. Pressure will raise rapidly and the spark will stop almost immediately as voltage falls, right? By now it should be obvious why the capacitor is essential part of the ignition circuit and the engine will not run without it. Okay, so as capacitor has that storing of the charges property, it is very essential part of the engine. Without that part, the engine can't run, right? Now next in the slide we'll see. Okay, here you can see this is the capacitor, this is the battery, this is the capacitor, this is the switch, and this is the ignition coil. Okay, now when current starting flow and positive charges are flow from this side to this side. Okay, this wire is connected to this side. This is the switch for disconnecting this battery. This is connected to the here ignition coil. Okay, this is outer coil, and this is out from here to here, direct to battery. Means what we did, only in battery connection only one ignition coil device connected, but in this whole connection we also inserted the capacitor to positive side in what you can say parallel. Okay, no, not in parallel, in series we have connected capacitor over here. Okay, now okay, we can say no, actually it is connected here. There is the switch, and just to this side they have connected the capacitor. When this switch is closed, means current start flowing and the circuit is closed. Positive charges are flow from to this side to this side. Okay, and that time the magnetic flux is created around these coils. Okay, and this again what we can say, this wire is connected to the battery, and simultaneously for creating the spark one splice is used there. For other connection they have to here, and the other connection which is from the inside of the coil. This is the inside coil, they have connected a wire to this side, and here the spark is created during this whole process. Okay, now in the next slide we have some schematic of the car switch. We'll try to understand. Okay, here is the battery is connected to the ground. Next, this positive terminal is connected to the starter, which is used for starting the engine. Okay, positive terminal is connected over here, and now for starting the starter they have used this starter relay. There is a starter relay. Okay, now one positive terminal directly connected to this, but between these they have used starter relay. When this connection is closed, only that time the starter is going to start, right? But when the starter relay is going to start, right, there is a, what you can say, actually this you will be not visible properly, but I will tell you. Here is ignition. This part is the ignition switch, and this part is a pedal position switch. Pedal position means clutch pedal position switch. In just below the clutch pedal there is a switch. Okay, on off switch is there, and this is a neutral safety switch. This is mostly used in automatic gear shifting cars, or what you can say. Now this is the clutch pedal position, right? Now this is the manual method to press the clutch, right? And this is the automatic gear shifting. Automatic gear shifting or automatic clutch is operated. That time the neutral safety switch is used. Rather than this is not required, so this clutch pedal switch is there only. Okay, so process start from here. Now ignition, this is the ignition switch, means there is our this is our car switch. Here is the lock. When we turn, in the first turn the steering wheel is unlocked, and secondly ACC means accessories, some accessories are getting on, right? In the main we have turned the switch in second time, only we can use that feature, just like on off light, and locking of doors, and some slidings of that glasses, up and down of the door glasses, some feature we can access. But now next, in third turn it is getting on, means in the third condition the starter motor is started, current is provided to starter motor, and in the next, what you can say, in the last turn of the key there is a start. It means it provide directly to ignition coil, provides the current to the ignition coil once the starter motor started. Now this is ignition switch is connected to the clutch pedal switch, right? And then it is connected to the starter relay. It means when I am going to switch on whole engine, or engine is started, the starter is only getting started. Here you can see clutch pedal position is there. Okay, when clutch pedal is pressed, this connection is what you can say, this connection is connected, or close connection is there, right? And then starter relay is connected to this path, and next single wire they have used to start the starter of the engine. Okay, so like this process is happen in the car. Okay, in the next slide we'll see some connection or some different types of wire used on the car switch. Here first wire is of yellow red. This is the first yellow red wire which is used for start solenoid, means this wire is connected directly to the solenoid of the starting motor, which is used for to run the engine. Okay, and the second is black ground. This is the second wire. This is used for ground purpose, means it is connected to the battery negative terminal. And third one is yellow black choke. This is connected to the choke system, third wire. And fourth is the red 12 volt fused supply, means every time you can see the fuses are connected to 12 or connected to positive side of the connection. So this is the supply which is provided from battery positive terminal, which is nothing but the fourth wire. And fifth is purple color, which is used for ignition purpose, means it is directly connected to the ignition coil. As I shown you some images, and I also explained some theory about ignition coil. So fifth is used for ignition purpose. Now you know very well what is the ignition and what is the purpose in the to run the engine, right? And sixth is for black yellow magento, this one. Okay, in the next slide, here I have some basic nomenclature of the relay. Here the basic relay connection is there, just like this is the 86 pin, this is the 85 pin, 87 and 30 pin. Okay, it indicates the every time 30 number pin is connected to the battery positive terminal through inline fuse. Okay, from battery side positive terminal the fuse is installed mostly, and the battery positive terminal is connected to the 30 number terminal of the relay, because the positive supply, or you can say positive terminal, is connected to 30, and then this 30 to the 87 to the things horn light or different features of the car, just like for example horn or light. Okay, positive terminal of the horn, this relay is connected. And other pending 86 and 85 are used for energizing the coils of the relay, means for pulling that plunger and get connected this 30 and 87 connection, to allow the connection between 30 and 87 to allow the current flow. These 86 and 85 play the role of mating this connection. It acts like a switch. Okay, 86 and 85. So for that, for energizing purpose, 86 is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and 85 is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, right? In the next slide, okay, here is some of the images. Here is the switch, or you can say ignition warning light. Here is there. This is the ignition switch. This is the battery. This is how the connections are done on the car. This is connected to the ground, negative terminal, positive terminal connected to this. This is the solenoid. This is the starting motor, and this is the alternator. Okay, now in the next slide we'll see. Okay, this is the back side of the switch, and the view from the terminal side of the car switch or connector. Okay, here you can see, just like they have also mentioned here, this terminal is connected to the starter solenoid, this one is connected to the starter solenoid, this one is for starter, or you can say ignition coil, and this one is connected battery side of solenoid, and this one is for accessory power black green. Okay, this black green wire is used for powering the accessories. Okay, so in the last slide we'll see only this some graphics images of this car switch, some basic construction. The battery terminal is connected over here, this battery connected to this terminal, and ignition is connected to this terminal. Now you know very well what is ignition, you know very well battery, you know very well what is this ACC, right? And you know very well what is this ST. Okay, this is starter motor. Okay, Now this type of connection they have used, okay, in the construction of the switch. At the end I have shown some basic schematic, just little overview of the system. Okay, here is our ignition switch, right? And now here is the battery and how the battery is connected to the starter relay. This is the starter relay, then it is connected to the starter relay start to the starter, and the next regular rectifier. Okay, the rectifier is also there in the starter solenoid, or no, actually regular rectifier is there. Okay, means regular rectifier is there. Okay, I mean this will be the regulator, or sorry, alternator they have used here. Okay, now this connection are directly connected through this system. Okay, here is our ignition coil, and through ignition coil there is a distributor, means high voltage created at this ignition coil. This is provided to distributor, and distributor distribute this current as per firing order to one and each and every this spark plug. Okay, and now then okay, in the next slide we have some other schematic drawings. For better understanding, here is the motor, sorry, actually this is the battery is connected, this negative terminal is connected to the motor block. In motor block they have mentioned starter motor. Okay, and then we'll try to understand what they have connected over here. This is our solenoid, this is the starter motor, and then this is our main switch, main car switch. Okay, car switch terminal is connected to solenoid, and this is connected to instrumental. Okay, and this terminal is connected to here, yeah, to the alternator. This shape is called alternator. This is the alternator. From shape we can identify. Okay, now if you want to make any special video on special topics, you can comment in the video. I always try to make video on different topics related to this. Okay, in the last slide I have covered the physical view of the car switch, the separate view how it will be look like. I have got some references from the Google. Okay, these are all references I am getting from the Google, and I'm making this video only for educational purpose. So in the last slide we can see these are some different wire which are connected to this switch connector, and here they have also protected this bundle by using the loom. Okay, okay, so they have protected by the conduit. Okay, I think this is the okay non-split loom is there they have used. Okay, now yeah, here are the different wires, just like they have marked this black as a magneto kill. Okay, this is connected to I think kill switch, and this wire is connected to power to key switch from battery, means this is connected to 12 volt positive terminal of the battery, this red terminal, ring terminal, and this red charge. Okay, now this red next one is connected to charge positive wire. Okay, and yellow starter, this yellow wire is connected to starter solenoid, means for cranking purpose, and this white wire is fuel solenoid, car fuel switch if needed. Okay, now these are some extra additional features we have to go into deep for getting information about that. And this brown is okay, purpose they don't have mention. Okay, so I have tried to cover at least lots of data related to car switch mechanism, construction, working principle, and the process of the work, and some different schematics, some diagrams of the car switch key. So thank you very much friend for watching this video. Kindly subscribe the channel if you are new on this channel. Okay. Okay, actually last one slide is pending here actually. Okay, yeah, in this slide you can see the 12-volt battery is here, and here is the toggle switch. It nothing but our main car switch or ignition switch is there. Okay, so it is connected to this positive. Okay, like this. The connection they have shown over here like this, and here you can see I have attached this image only because of you will see some basic of the spark, how the spark plug is sparking like this. Okay, as the breaker point is breaking the connection, continue means what you can say, the connection is connected or disconnected, this operation, due to this the spark is created here, breaker point is there. Okay, so thank you for watching this video.